I'm gonna review K-pop music videos mainly on my favorite group, ITZY. So for you who still doesn't know, ITZY is a Korean girl group. Consists of 5 members, Yeji, Leah, Ryujin, Chaeryeong, and Yuna. They debuted last 2019, become a monster rookie, loved by many local and even international fans. They call their fans MIDZY. They sing, dance, they're ambassadors, entertainers, they do a lot of stuff that is really entertaining. Why do I like them? Because they're genuinely entertaining and talented. Now I'm wanna share them to you guys. Maybe somehow they'll make you happy and entertained too. And now I'm gonna review their first fan dedicated song, Trust Me, or MIDZY. I'm gonna break this into categories. I'm gonna leave a link below on the actual MV that you could watch before we start. So starting up, Trust Me, or MIDZY. This is literally a thank you song to the fans from ITZY themselves. This is about the idols expressing their feelings. There's no more to say other than this is a very sweet love letter to everyone who loves the band. The mood? Well, let's just say you should hear it first to really feel the mood. It's very heartwarming and sweet. It's super different to the past style tracks, maybe similar to some B-side tracks, but still, you will surely get tears flowing down your eyes once this song plays. Well, the girls ain't here. They are visually nowhere to be found in the MV, but instead we have this cartoon character that we follow around the whole story. It may seem like normal cartoon character, but if you dig deeper, the character seems to be representing their fans, a MIDZY. Let's break it down. The character has no specific gender implied. You won't see if he or she has a body shape of a male or female. Wears a hoodie that both gender could wear with matching colored boots, and the hair seems to be fit for both male and female fashion. The green hair and pink clothes just shows off the color of the band, which is neon, and even the height and the looks of the character is very universal. Could be a kid, but could also be a small person, could be a teenager, but also be a young face adult. We won't know. But it's obvious that this character simply reflects every fan, every midsie out there. And I like it. Imagine if every midsie wear the same outfit on their concert, or even if one fan wear this on their concert day, imagine what the members would feel if they saw this cartoon come to life. These beats have no association to dancing, unless if you're an interpretive dancer, but yeah, the beats are so chill, a real ballad song. Will make you cry the second it played. The song is best listened to when you just want to relax, having a late night driving. It will really suit your soul. There is no physical set on this video, it's pure animation, so instead of reviewing the props, I'm gonna talk about the animation. First of all, the animation seems so simple, yet fluid. The presentation makes it look like it is shown on a children's storybook. Some frames are static, sometimes the character is the only one moving. The watercolor aesthetic makes it more pleasant to the eyes. The delayed frames per second really gives a vibe that it's still a storybook, but they're making it a little bit alive. The color palette makes it look like a Studio Ghibli movie. Even the basic art style is very similar, and it's gorgeous. It really fits the tone of the music. Let's just make it simple. First of all, I'm just gonna start calling the cartoon character Midzy and make its pronoun as we because to be fair, the character symbolizes all of us fans. Okay, so late at night, Midzy cannot fall asleep, so we go for a good read. We reach for a diary that contains our dreams that we really love. We read the book and suddenly we are transported to this paradise that we are just chilling peacefully, being happy. We are greeted by a glowing butterfly, lots of flowers, sightseeing. We hung out with a unicorn and a small blue bird. We chilled out on a swing with a bunny on our lap. There's a frog chilling with us on the rain. We slept with the animals, chill on the bonfire, and watch a meteor shower and a fireworks display on a windy field. And turns out that we, Midzi, were just dreaming. We fell asleep while reading the diary, but we were woken up by whom, you might ask? Well, it's none other than the glowing butterfly from the diary. We followed the butterfly outside and we were suddenly happy. It did happen. Every happening on the ending of the diary did happen. And in the final scene, there was the same field, now with the northern lights, shooting stars, the fireworks, and a tear fell down on her little MIDZY eyes. Beautiful. And also a little teary, or maybe an Easter egg, but five creatures were seen on this video in which it could portray the five ITZY members. Yeji could be the butterfly leading the Midzi into the paradise. Leah could be the little blue birds as she is the main vocalist. Ryujin could be that little frog on the side. She likes the color green. Cheryong could be that mystical unicorn that the Midzi leans into whenever we need comfort. And Yuna could be the bunny because she looks like that bunny from Secret Life of Pets. Well, it's not confirmed, it's just a theory, a real cool theory if you ask me. Because these five animals were the ones that the Midzi hangs out with on that diary. And it's obvious that the Midzi wrote those wonderful scenarios with him or her being with ITZY themselves. So it's just obvious that these creatures portray the five members. I can't really cover this section as there are no dance associated on this MV. So instead I'll just skip to the vocals. Ah, yes. This is the real section that we needed to cover. There are two versions of this MV. One is in Korean and one is in English. They're visually the same. And yes, we finally had an English ITZY song that the international fans can easily listen to. And I listened to the English version for this review, but for sure I also did listen to the Korean version just to differentiate every emotions released by the singers. And this is a lot to take on. It's very different from what we've heard before. Yes, we had some chill B-sides like Nobody Like You, Be in Love, and Surf, but this is very different. They're so chill and mellow. At first, you'll be greeted by Eugene's deep voice, and I was stunned by how well she could pull this off. I always thought of her as the one who just do raps, do cool lines, and make cool faces in front of the camera while dancing in the middle. But no, she could sing. She could literally pull off a ballad song. Cheryong did a line next. It's obvious we already knew her that if any genre was meant for someone, ballad and soul music is obviously for Cheryong. She did quite impressive in this because as soon as Cheryong hits her line, tears fell down my eyes. For Leah, the vocalist, finally more lines that fits her kind of stuff. I just love that she can now express more of her vocals by just sitting still, singing some relaxing songs instead of moving back and forth dancing while singing. At least show them their full vocal potential. Yuna, on the other hand, she still has that sassy voice. Well, it's the original recipe. Just completes the flavor. And of course, we won't complete it all without Yeji's strong vocals. She's now doing high notes on the chorus, being backed by the members. It's crazy how Yeji's vocals improve over time. I've watched her past performances, specifically The Fan, and to be honest, her dancing is impressive, but singing while dancing feels like a big challenge for her. She still had a good voice, but that wasn't just her full potential. Lia and Cherry, on the other hand, sounds like they're natural singers, but as for Yeji, she did fought and trained well to be this great because her lines in this song are far more impressive than we have heard from her past performances. It's very satisfying to see how Yeji is now confident in speaking English. Yeji did a freaking high note on the bridge while Leah just vibing on her side. Believe me or not, that is the most replayed part on their live clip on YouTube. And as for the difference from English and Korean, they're just the same emotionally. You could get the same emotion with either language they're saying to. The Korean version sounds like an OST to a K-drama, while for the international fans, the English one will make you cry more, as you could easily understand the lyrics. And as for the lyrics, it's a real love letter, a thank you message from the band to the fans. It's sweet. It truly is. I already said it all in the plot section. The animation makes it seem that the Mitzi wrote a diary full of happy thoughts with ITZY on it. But as for the lyrics, it clearly states that the message is said by ITZY to every fans. The way how they say thank you for trusting in me, asking us to be by their side, saying how we believe in them, and how they said that you should not worry about a thing because they know, they are aware that we both trust one another. They even wonder about how the fans make time for them, wishing that we feel what the band feels for us, even stating that sometimes they make mistakes and we still accepted them. It's just beautiful. I'll stop right here, just go listen to it, and believe me, if you're a fan and MIDZY, your heart will melt as soon as the first line drops. Oh, and for context, MIDZY in Korean means trust, so it's just sweet on how the band calls their fans as someone trustworthy of their efforts and love. And it's sweeter to know that they really made this song as a thank you love letter and entitled it as Mitzi, which is both the fandom name and had the meaning of trust, making it really meant for the fans. Everything. Their vocals doing a ballad song, making us cry, giving us love, and making a character that every Midsi resembles, in which we as a Midsi could cosplay whenever we attend to their concerts and fan meetings. There's no cars. This ain't the next comeback yet, but we have a unicorn though. It's still rideable. So pouring it into Yuna's curry bowl, I'd give this a full-on fresh 100%. It's their first MV that has a very deep message from the group to the fans. Every Midzi would obviously be crying every time they listen to this song. There's no dancing, but instead they have a cartoon animation of a Midzi riding around on adventures with ITZY. I never hated any aspect of this video. The visuals look like a Studio Ghibli creation. Still has a deeper story. I'd still pay to see an ITZY animation centered around this character roaming inside her diary of dreams. The messages, the lines, they are very sweet. To say thank you for the fans. The MV yet again still has a narrative. Feels like you're reading a book, but it's animated at the same time with a sweet song around it. They're now focused on their vocals and emotions. The vocals are impressive. Everyone has a big chunk of lines that enables them to express their vocal strengths. There are no rap lines, but all of them pulled off a very soothing voice that makes them one of the best singers in this generation. The beats are very chill and will obviously make you cry. The overall vibe is sweet and caring. The cartoon character that I called Mitzi is very well created. It's a beautiful song that's from the heart, making the fans feel appreciated and loved. And for that, thank you, ITZY, for also making our days happier than what it used to be. Thank you again for stopping by and watching my videos. It's a lot of fun doing this. Thank you for your support. Subscribe now if you aren't. Like the video if you see this cool. And comment your thoughts on the MV as well. Hoping to see you again on the next episode. And thanks for watching. And yeah, that's about it. See you.